so much for coming to class today. I know it was hard to wake up this morning, but thank you for coming. I hit snooze a few too many times today. So welcome back from break. If you completed any assignments over break, such as like missing work or anything, go ahead and email me or type in the chat right now that you did some work so that I can go in and look at your like Google Classroom and grade it. I'm not going to go back and look at everything. So unless you tell me, it's not going to get updated in PowerSchool. We have about 13 days left in the semester, which is pretty crazy. Remember that you just need a D in all of your classes to pass. So try your hardest to get your grades up to a D. And if you need help, set up office hours with those teachers so that you can get good grades and not have to retake these classes or go to summer school. Today, we're going to do another lesson. We have a little bit of stuff to do before the end of the semester. So we're going to jump into another lesson, and it's on mean. So if you remember mean, median, and mode, that's kind of what we're doing today. You might also hear mean be referred to as the average. So they're the same thing. So that is what we're going to do today. If this thing will work. Okay. Okay, so this lesson, 4.5 is kind of big, so I'm breaking it up into two sections again. Today we're going to do averages, and then on Wednesday we'll do rates, ratios, and proportions. They're all similar, so it makes more sense to teach them together. So averages, or the mean, are calculated by adding all the numbers together in your data set and then dividing by the sum of the total numbers, dividing the sum by the total number of items. So if you have a data set with 10 numbers, you're going to add all 10 of them together, then you should get a number, and then you're going to divide that number by 10 to find the mean or the average. So that's what we're doing today. Down here I have the equation. Average equals sum of the numbers divided by total number of items. So I'm going to do two examples, and then we have a homework assignment to complete, and you should be able to get it done in class today. Okay, so for my first example, it says find the average of these numbers. So first I'm going to add them together. So you guys are welcome to do this on your calculator. I'm just going to do it by hand. And I get 125. So I added the numbers all together. So step one done. So to find the average, I'm going to take 125 and divide it by the total number of items. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 items. So I'm going to divide by 5. Once again, I can just plug this into my calculator, or I'm going to do it the long way. And I'm left with my answer is 25. So your answer is 25. That's all you have to do is add them together and then divide. Any questions on how I got my answer, or need me to go over a step again? Okay. So this is what your homework assignment is going to look like. It's going to be a story problem that you're going to have to find the average of. So while replacing underground cable, 256 yards were replaced on Monday, 243 yards on Tuesday. It rained all day on Wednesday, so nothing was done. 295 on Thursday and 260 on Friday. What was the average number of yards of cable replaced each workday? So I like to go through and highlight all the numbers so that I don't forget them or miss any. So I'm going to add them together. So can you guys add these together for me and tell me what you get in the chat? You add together these four numbers, what is your answer? 1,054, yes. So I have 1,054, and then I'm going to divide it by how many? 4. So plug that into your calculator, and then you'll get Yasmin's answer of 263.5. So your homework today wants you to round all your answers to the nearest 10th. So this one will leave like this, but if it had like other numbers after it, we'd round to the nearest 10th. So if you don't round to the nearest 10th, your answer will be marked wrong. Okay? Does anyone have questions on how I did this part of the example, or need to go over another step before I give you guys the homework? Okay. It has been a